Dan Pico, would you be willing to speak a little bit about the genesis, where this came from?
Yes, I would be.
Cool.
Well, I think most of you men are familiar with Stanford Act 1 and 2, which kind of gave us a vision for creating some professional talent at headquarters so we could operate our organization in a far more efficient and effective manner, take this gift of MKP to the world. And we needed Bruce Maxwell to build consensus across the country, so I call him Johnny Appleseed. So for you men that don't know it, he just did heroic work going to the centers and talking about this idea. And then we had this fund the plan last spring. So if we didn't have capital to invest in new systems and professional talent, none of this was going to work. And I took that as a referendum of whether we collectively, as men on mission, really wanted to do this. And we did it. We raised $400 grand. And that's the call we're having right now is an outcome of that capital. And now we got this team, and they can put these things together and make things hum. So I think membership is the next piece. That's the next step in bringing the ManKind project to the world. And the idea is each center have a goal of at least 100 new members in the first 100 days of 2012. And there'll be a donor pool that's being assembled to match those funds as they come in. So you'll have leverage and some excitement that way to have them go ahead and sign up. And I love it because it's the first time non-warriors can sign up. So anyone can sign up, your wife, your kids, neighbors, friends, therapists, your minister, co-workers. If they have a sense that this is a mission they can relate to, they've seen the difference it's made in you or other men, they can join us. And it just takes a minute to go online and click, fill in the information, say you're in, select the local center that will receive half the funds that are contributed, and off you go. We can totally transform this organization from what has historically been a brilliant but inward-looking organization with wonderful gifts of trainings and I-groups and community to an outward-looking organization that's about taking this gift to the world. Shared mission, collaboration, and a generative openness to contribute to our cause. Our plan was we have close to 2,000 members now, and if we had 5,000 members, it's all pretty rough, but that would be a sustainable revenue process. With that, with our continuing fees, we'd be at financial sustainability, something we've never had before. But I think the leverage is 10 times that. So if you think about the number of people that know you, know MKP has been important for you, I think we could each have 10 more members. So I think the real number is something like 50,000 members. And then who knows what the radiant effects of that would be.
Rich, if you have anything that you'd like to add or throw in, I would be very happy to hear it.
Yeah, Boyson, thanks. The first thing I'm aware of that was 27 years ago this week that we had the first New Warrior training in Milwaukee, and so when I said I can't fucking believe this is happening, I genuinely mean that. From just a few men in Milwaukee to an international organization, and now the recreation of USA, and the energy that's happened in the USA in the last year and a half since it's been recreated as its own region is I still don't get that. But the generosity that has happened in terms of men's time, men's energy, has sort of always been there, and what's new to me is the amount of financial support that men are willing to give to make this whole thing work. And I think the guy that pushed me over the edge with that was Dan Pico, and this $400,000 matching thing. That just I thought, nah, that's not going to happen. So I'm not going to say things aren't going to happen. It's not only that's not okay for me to do that. What's necessary is I have resisted the financial aspect of the organization, and I now totally understand that without financial support and without a commitment as members, we are not going to survive for not 25 years, for 5 years. So guys who are on the phone, I am grateful that you're here and showing up, and I want to encourage you to really dig in some way, and this has been going on for years, some way we as men figure out what needs to be happen next. And right now it's we need to become, and we're already working toward financial stability, and this is the next step. So that's all I'm going to say, and I'm just happy to be on the call.
The First 100 campaign is about the first 100 days of 2012 and getting 100 new members in every center across the United States in each of our 32 centers. So we called it the First 100 campaign. And so there's an incentive, a pretty big incentive. A group of men came together as a donor pool and put together $30,000, and it may be a little bit more than that right now, in matching funds. So the incentive here is that every time somebody goes to the membership website and signs up as a member of MKP USA and uses the selection tool there to select a local center, an additional 50 cents on every dollar gets added from the matching fund before the split. So if somebody goes and signs up for your center, say Wisconsin, there are 3 Wisconsin guys on the phone here, goes to the website, signs up, chooses Wisconsin as their matching, an additional 50 cents on every dollar gets matched, and then the 50-50 split happens, and 75 cents goes back to the local center. So this is an incentive to kind of help us all jumpstart the membership campaign in early 2012 by saying, hey, there's an incredible opportunity for us to add money to our membership to support MKP USA in its mission and vision, growing the organization, and support us locally on the center level.